Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. It is Monday. It is 8 o'clock. And if it is Monday at 8 o'clock, it is Mighty Monkeys, Nerd World News. And I am your host. My name is St. John Woodshadow. I am a Circle of Stars druid from the Moonshine Isles, and you people are getting in my way of saving Baldur's Gate. So let's get this over with. All right, our top story. At roughly 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, combat ensued at the Metris household. Tanya decided to have a discussion with the stairs from the first to second floor, and she lost. That's why she will not be here for a little while. She's going to be hanging out at home, resting and mending herself after fracturing the T5 vertebrae between her shoulder blades. Don't get specific with me, young lady. I can keep you in the grain room. We wish her well, honey. I send all my love and hope that you heal quickly and are able to dance circles around everybody as per usual. Hi, Peter. Hi, Melanie. It's good to see you guys. We love you. We miss you. Just as a reminder, the big panel and volunteer applications are open. Go to fc3roc.com and you can hit the apply button and start applying for volunteers and for panels. Spread the word. We're going to put on all of our social media. I want to see what you have to say, and I want to hear if you want to hang out with us or not this September. Let's get right to it, kids. We have some fun things to talk about this afternoon or this evening, depending on where you are in the world. Could be this morning. I don't judge. All right. Boom. Henry Cavill in World War II, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And here's a quote. This is an unsanctioned, unauthorized mission. Lionsgate has revealed a final trailer for Guy Ritchie's new World War II action film titled The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And the movie itself is arriving this coming Friday, April 19th. Telling the origin story of the very first Black Ops mission, Ritchie has crafted a barnstormer of a film based on actual events. The British military recruits a small group of highly skilled soldiers to strike against Nazi forces behind enemy lines. The ensemble cast features Henry Cavill with Isaac Gonzalez, Alan Ritchson, Henry Golding, Alex Pettifer, Hero Finds Tiffin, Babs Olusanokmokun, and Till Schweiger, Carrie Elwes, Fisher Stevens, Danny Sapani, and Freddie Fox. Now, I'm all for punching Nazis. These guys look like they're going to make it easy. And so, guys, this is going to be a wild ride. I'm looking forward to this movie, and I think you two should do the same. All right, moving on. Boy, it's easy. I need a co-host. Come here, you. Mommy's at home, so here, you get to be my co-host today. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And here's my co-host for today, the ever fluffy little Miss Juno. Yes, thank you. Make out with Daddy. Jesus, that's not right. Hi, Dee. Hi, Ants. Good to see you. Oh, and Tanya is hanging out in the comment section. All right, so you got your Juno sighting, and we'll have more of those as the evening progresses. What's next, Christopher? What's next, you might say? Well, I'm going to click on this. And Alien, the 1979 Ridley Scott masterpiece starring Sigourney Weaver and Tom Skerritt, is going to be returning to theaters for a limited run starting on April 26th. In the distant future, the crew of the commercial spaceship Nostromo is on the way home when the crew picks up a distress call from a distant moon. Being under obligation to follow up on it due to corporate nonsense, they divert to check things out, and oh yeah, let the games begin. So I'm excited. This was like one of the first horror movies I ever saw as a kid, and wow, it left nightmares in the soul for years to come. Let's see. Peter has on board. He wants to know if anybody's seen the Ghostbusters movie. I have heard really good reviews. I have not seen it yet myself, but the folks who've seen it seem to have enjoyed it, Peter. I'll let you guys jump in as you see fit. Ashanti Cowley, good to see you. Vicky Storch, good to see you. I hope you guys are doing well and hope you're having a fun day so far. We're just cruising right along. So we're going to jump into the next story. This one's a little on the sad side, I'm sorry to say. That beautiful lady, comic artist Trina Robbins, has passed away. You guys maybe remember Trina was actually one of the guests at FC3 in 2021. So Tanya and I got to meet her, and as much as basically the rest of the board as well. Just an absolutely wonderful woman. Former FC3 guest Trina Robbins, cartoonist, writer, and editor who helped expand the visibility of women in comics through her art and writing, died of a stroke April 10th in San Francisco. She was 85. She plied her craft in a male-dominated world of American comics by creating books and anthologies with sophisticated female characters and an unapologetically feminist perspective. Robbins' career spanned more than 6 decades. She was initially active in comics and science fiction fandom, then became one of the first women in the underground comics movement of the 1960s. Prior to her work in comics, Robbins achieved early success as a boutique owner in New York's East Village in the 1960s, helping to codify the counterculture aesthetic with designs for figures like Donovan, Mama Cass, and David Crosby. In 1969, she designed the iconic costume for the horror fantasy heroine Vampirella. She described herself as a storyteller and not a humorist. She explored issues of gender, sexuality, and politics, often drawing on her love of ancient cultures, science fiction, and I'm doing really well today, mythical goddesses. Her work found plenty of male readers, although she wrote for a female audience, aiming to tell the kind of stories that she once sought out as a young girl in Queens. Robbins continued to work as an artist and a writer of comics and worked with publishers DC, Marvel, and Eclipse to create work that would appeal to girls and women. In 1986, she became the first woman artist to draw Wonder Woman in her own comic book. She worked throughout her career to get the American comics industry to recognize the value of female customers, especially in the comic store direct market. In 1993, she co-funded the group Friends of Lulu to help educate publishers and retailers on how to expand the comics audience. She was a regular guest on comics panels, documentaries, and discussions, and was frequently a critic of the male centricity of the industry. Robbins is survived by her partner since 1977, comic inker Steve Lealoa, also an FC3 2021 guest, her daughter Casey Robbins, a sister, and her granddaughter. She was a true joy to have hosted when she guested with us in 2021. And all of us here at the Mighty Monkey family send her and her family our deepest condolences. She is mighty indeed, and she will be missed. So that, my friends, is the news. A whopping 8 minutes, which tells you how valuable Tanya can be to have on board, because then we banter, we talk, and I waste more of your time. I don't have that ability. So I'm going to jump to the comment section, see what everybody's doing here. Let's see what we got. Melanie says, they've been doing a lot in this return to theaters thing. I think it's kind of awesome for people who couldn't see it the first time. It's so different. Yeah, for the Alien re-release, absolutely. Oh, it's a Koski sighting in the comments section. We've missed you, Michael. We hope all is well. Apparently, Michael has a new spelling of his name, courtesy of a Starbucks. I believe it's Mikel now. Not sure how that worked out. I don't think he approved, but we're going to roll with it at this point for at least the next few minutes. Let's see. I think we need reward stamp cards for that. Yeah. And Mr. Greg Newton. Happy belated birthday, Mr. Greg Newton. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you now that you are officially 21. Congratulations. I hope you had a very responsible first legal drink. Michael is very used to new spellings of his name. I do have a surprise for you. There is somebody in the green room who would like to be able to say hi and thank you for all the well wishes. So give me just a second here while I drag this poor soul up. There you go. Hi, honey.
Hi.
How you holding up?
Not too bad. A little sore. Oops.
Now, are you wearing the funny brace now, or are you just chilling on the pillows?
I'm chilling on the pillows. So I'm not standing. I'm not walking. So no bracing.
Okay.
So as long as I'm not moving,
yeah,
I'm pretty good. Yeah, it's been a day. So
yeah,
yesterday was a day.
I admit you scared the living hell out of me. I tried to sound very calm when you called me on the phone, but I could hear the pain in your voice while you were riding in the ambulance.
Yes. I was calling all my favorites to let them
I qualify. I haven't completely alienated with all my stupid comments.
I know. And I say that.
Well, Michael
needs bubble wrap.
Koski, you do need bubble wrap.
I did a doozy, and believe me, it's
well, as I said at the top of the show, you got into
right in the middle of. Oh,
yeah,
the stairs won,
and the stairs won.
All I can say, people, be very, very, very careful on carpeted stairs, especially if you're wearing socks and you have a tendency to not be paying attention and you go fast. I've done it where game nights at Chris's house where I've slipped on like the last 2 steps and caught myself. So it's not necessarily the first time I've been stupid and have failed my deck save. But what I thought was funny is the
You made
ambulance
the deck
crew,
save comment to me, and the ambulance people picked up on it.
right? Because the whole ambulance EMS crew that was on that day all plays D&D.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that was good.
That's amazing. It's a pity we didn't get like names and numbers. I would have posted a one shot for him as a thank you gift.
One of the guys' names was Cole because they came back later on and were bringing somebody else in. I'm like, oh, you guys are back. They're like, oh, we've been back a couple times. I'm like, oh, well, I haven't seen you. So, but yeah, I stayed in the hallway the entire time. Got a couple rides down to the CT scanners. That's was actually pretty interesting. If you have never had a CT with contrast, it feels like you're peeing your pants, but you really don't. It gets warm.
I did that. That was by a strange quirk of fate. I had to have a CT scan on my 40th birthday because I had been having like really bad migraines and they wanted to know what was going on. So I have visual proof that I actually have a brain in my head. So
it was such a weird thing, but I want to thank all of the team at Strong, the ambulance crew, everyone that got me in, got me figured out, things like that. It's just I wish that the pain had been mitigated sooner.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to come home until pain was in control.
Mm-hmm.
One oxy at 5 o'clock, not too bad, took the edge off. The second one at 10 o'clock didn't touch it. Ooh. So they pushed some Zofran inside and some Dilaudid in there, and that was the good thing that allowed me to come home. So.
Well, having broken bones on several occasions in the past, you're probably going to be fairly uncomfortable for the first 8 to 10 days. And then it'll start kind of easing up into like a weird ache. So it's going to be like a couple of weeks for you to really start feeling kind of like all right.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they've told you. I know you're out of work until May 1st, but everything I've read about your injury says it's going to be like a full 3 months really for you to fully heal.
Yes. So, the note from the ED said I could return to work. I could return to work with light duty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a special education teacher. There is no technical light duty for me. Up and down, back and forth to the copier, back. It's just
they're gonna have to reassess you probably like just before the end of April.
And
I would even hesitate. I would hesitate.
I don't
out there.
I don't think I'm going back on May 1st. I
think you're done for the school year, to be honest.
Most likely because I don't think work is going to let me come back with a back brace on. I know I said duty. Yeah.
I said duty.
Yeah, I won't do stuff when it starts to feel a little better. I have several members of the household that are stepping up. Riker and Tyler called my mom this afternoon while we were at the doctor's office to figure out how to make spaghetti.
Really?
They didn't read the directions on the box, but they had a lifeline. They called Nana in Florida and she walked them through it.
I will come over sometime this week or next week early and teach them how to make sauce.
Yeah. Tyler will eat sauce, Riker doesn't. So
I don't give a damn. He's got to learn somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
he's got time to grow up. He's 15. He's got to start getting into things.
Yeah, no kidding.
And Greg makes a badass sauce. He's really good at it.
So but
that's it. Greg and I are going to have a sauce making contest at your house.
Oh, okay. But Anne said she's dropping the stew off tomorrow morning because it's cooking right now. So I might have stew for breakfast.
I don't see any problem with that. Do you see any problem with that, folks? I don't see any problem with that.
No, when she sent me the text yesterday, I was getting ready to go down for the second CT scan. And she's like, oh, I'm taking out the stuff. I'm going to make you stew. I immediately burst into tears.
Aw.
immediately, just knowing how much people care about each other and things like
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
but I was a water sign and I was crying a lot yesterday.
Well, you've also been through a lot in the past 24 hours.
Yeah, and the waterworks are starting right now too. But
Well, we're going to let you go then. All right. So you can catch your breath. Stick
thank
around.
you to
Stick around in
everybody
the
for
green.
all the love, and I'm probably going to try to pop in on Monday nights, depending on
Okay.
how I feel.
Okay. Stick around in the green room so we can chat after the show.
Perfect.
And that's our girl, battered and bruised, but not broken. She's like a good book. You can't put her down. She keeps coming back for more. So that's that. That's all we've got right now. So FC3, September 13, 14, and 15. The Friday night programming is going to be open. There will be the dance party, the D&D one-shot. The vendor floor will be open on a limited basis. There will be a cosplay dating game, and that's just Friday. We haven't even talked about what's going to be happening Saturday and Sunday yet, and that's where you come in. The volunteer application and the panel applications are now both open. It is time to start signing up for stuff, people. Let me know what you're interested in doing. Help me help you. And that will be a great thing. So spread the word on that one. Melanie was officially announced as a guest today. Absolutely. Melanie Muses is our first guest announcement. She is awesome. We love her that much. And we wanted to let you know that she was going to be back again to continue being our cosplay coordinator in all of her glory, because we love the Melanie. So friends, that's it. That's all I've got right now. We're going to have some more banter next week. I'm going to try and see. I think the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, just because I'm a big Henry Cavill fan, that's a movie I've just been looking forward to seeing for such a long time. So I'm going to try and catch that this weekend. Hopefully, if I have, I will chat with you about it on Monday and let you know a spoiler-free review, because, I always try to give things a week to do that. Good night to you, Ann. I love you guys all. You have a great week. Have a safe week, please. And we'll talk to you again next week. I gotta go now. Ah! Ow.